What it do, good people?
We are back. Bars and Buckets podcast. Welcome
What
everybody back
up?
to the dopest sports and hip hop podcast out there on your airwaves, man. Welcome back to Bars and Buckets for another week, man. Hope y'all tuned in. Of course, as always, make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell all your people about the dopest sports and hip hop podcast out there in the land, man. We got a lot to talk about tonight. But first, got the guys with me, man. What's up, man? AD Corn, what's up with y'all? Y'all good?
Man, what's up, Brody? I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm enjoying this spring break week I got, man. I ain't thought about the building in the least bit. But just taking the time out, man, to mentally rejuvenate myself, spend some time with the girls. You know what I mean, and just kind of kick it a little bit and put my feet up, man. It's been a while since I've been able to just kind of relax. So taking advantage of it for sure, man. But as always, man, I look forward to coming on with my bros, man, and rocking it out on the show tonight, man. So definitely feeling good tonight.
What's up, man?
Corn, you all good? What you got going on with your week, brother?
Oh man, I'm good. Hey, the week is the week. You know how it is. Work is work, man. But this is my little, self-care every week. Get on with my brothers, talk crazy, get drunk, have fun, man. So
It is.
let's do it.
So, man, if y'all are it's your first time tuning into the show, man, Bars and Buckets, we do things a little different here, man. We always welcome people that come in for the first time. We introduce you to what we do here. We talk about sports, we talk about hip hop. You know, we have our little debates and everything, which for the most part, I always win. But, you'll see how that goes throughout the show. But what we also do throughout the show at the beginning and the end, and sometimes in the middle, we take what we call free throws. You know, when you do a free throw, it's normally a shot, right? It's a shot of alcohol, a shot of what we do to just kick off and toast off the good show, right? So, fellas, what y'all drinking, man? What y'all drinking tonight, man?
Man, I'm doubling up tonight, man. I got, of course, when we do our free throws, man, I'm gonna go ahead and stick with my black label.
Black label.
But in the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna rock this Heineken now real quick too. So we finna really vibe out tonight.
Okay. What you got, Corn?
Well, I brought brother Jamie to the party.
Jamie.
Welcome, Jamie.
I've already cracked him, poured a cup. So, here's what it is.
Man, me and Jamie, we have a lot of long nights, man. A lot of history that I don't really want to share right now.
Man, you with Old Faithful over there, man?
Well, what you got in your cup, man?
You got Old Faithful over there?
I went old school now. So first, not really old school. I'm still drinking tequila, Quavo, right? I got a whole fifth too, so I'm about to be smacked. But I'm gonna do a little something. Y'all remember Ice House? Y'all remember the little Ice House?
Yeah, I remember Ice House.
I know it's not the most popular brand, but Ice House is kind of decent, man. It ain't cost $3-4 for a 6-pack. Not too expensive. It's great.
Y'all is over there drinking beers like dude from House Party. But hey, these y'all ass retarded, man.
In all fairness, he wasn't lying though, because we ain't gonna talk about that. But look, let's get our free throws in the air, pour it up.
Already ready.
Man, let's go ahead and
already ready.
Toast to a good show, man. If you're out there tuning in, man, get your free throws in the air, get to the line, get your couple dribbles up, and knock this free throw down. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Go time.
Okay, y'all about that long goddamn night. Okay, so all right. First, let's kick off the show, man. First, there's been a lot of stuff going on, of course, around the world in sports and hip hop and everything. But we're still in the second wave of NFL free agency. So before we jump into anything else, because we have a lot of other topics we want to talk about, there was some stuff that happened today. Two things in particular in the NFL that I want to talk about. First, did you guys see that trade with Tyreek Hill went to the Dolphins out of nowhere? What was that about?
Yeah, that certainly caught me off guard. And I'm still trying to get the backstory on it to see what the motive was behind. I mean, clearly the brother got paid, right? I think he's the the highest paid receiver now, right? So
Is he really?
yeah,
Over Devontae?
over Devontae. So his contract overtook his. So certainly we know the money played a big role in that move too. But I think the Chiefs got, a pretty good substantial package in return. I mean, based off of what they really trying to do. I think they got first rounder, second rounder, third rounder, 2/4.
A first this year, second this year.
Yep.
2/4 next year, and a fifth.
And a fifth. I mean, clearly I don't think they were trying to pay him, right? So I think that they was like, all right, so if we have a suitable option, because I'm not about to give you, I think, 30 mil. Granted, he's an impactful player, right? I mean, his speed alone can't really be accounted for. But I'm not sure why, but they weren't willing to re-sign him for that amount of money. So
impactful player. And this is what I'm thinking, man. In the NFL, you only have a handful of receivers that's game changers, right? That's just like, this nigga can change the game. Right. Just a handful. I'll literally maybe 4 or 5. Would y'all put Tyreek Hill in that category? Is one of them 5?
I would. I mean, because he, when he's on the field, you can move him around, right? You can move him around and put him in different positions, which makes him a pretty unguardable person. I mean, they have to double team this man all the time for the most part. Which, between him and Kelsey. But I would say that he's definitely, based off of the landscape, he's certainly one of the most impactful receivers out there in terms of a top target. I do think that quarterback play certainly helps that too, because you need to have somebody who can get the ball to you, but most importantly, you need somebody who can throw that thing down the field. Right. So now the jury is out, and Tua's my boy because he, roll tide.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But the jury's out right now, because now the question is going to be, we're giving you all of these weapons. Can you get them to the weapons? Right. But along with that, you got to talk about protection. So it's a lot of things, man, that go into that. But I do think, from an impact statement, he's definitely an impactful player.
So it's the reason why I said that, right? Because we talked about last week on the show, we talked about how strong that division is, that AFC division with, the Raiders, the Chiefs, the Broncos,
Yep.
Chargers, how strong that division is. And we were saying somebody has to come out as the 4th seed in that division, like the worst in that division. I mean, in that. I'm going to make a bold prediction and say, because, and look, I'm fuck with Patty Mahomes, okay?
Mm-hmm.
They lost Honey Badger, the safety. They didn't want to pay him, okay? So he's gone to free agency. Hopefully the Bulls pick him up. The Bears pick him up. But anyway, so they lost their starting all-pro safety and Honey Badger, right?
Mm-hmm.
They lost some key pieces. That's receivers, right? Now, Brian Pringle is okay. He's a good receiver. They still got Harmon. They picked up Juju, but when you think of Tyreek Hill, if you can consider him a top 5 receiver, impact receiver, why wouldn't you pay him that money?
Well, probably, and I'm just throwing this out here, but I think the addition of as much as people really don't like him like that, I think the addition of Juju probably assisted in that decision too.
Wow! So Juju made him expendable.
Juju is not. Here's my thing with Juju, man. When he's healthy and able to play, I think that he is a damn good receiver, right? And with that, I think he probably did make the situation a little more expendable, man. And I really don't have to take this gamble because I could potentially slide him in. Plus, I could potentially go out and get a top receiver in that first or second round to try to, you know, bridge the youth part of it. So I don't know, man. I really do think it was some money saving in it, but part of me feels like it was a little bit more to the story.
Okay. Corn, if you a GM and you got Tyreek Hill on your squad with Patrick Mahomes, and Tyreek saying, "Look, I want to be paid like the top receivers in the league," are you gonna trade him or are you gonna pay him?
We are backing up the Brinks truck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're
I think
backing
you
up.
have to. I think you have to pay receivers that's top 5 in their craft. Mahomes is the top 5 quarterback. You got to pay him, right?
Yeah, I'm not getting rid of time. Like, I was shocked when my phone buzzed right before I went to a meeting. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh no. I'm like, what? And then to see what he went for. And then, I mean, I understand sign and trade, basically. 120 mil. I say, yeah, he went and got his bread. I ain't mad at him. But I'm like shocked that the Chiefs didn't have 120 million to give him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was just like, all right. I mean, yeah, they still got Juju, you know, they got Juju and they got, you know, Travis Kelce and all this. I mean, they still decent, but
you don't have that top off receiver.
Yeah, you ain't got that no more. You ain't got that. I mean, that speed, that hands, like. And and the crazy thing is, I hope his talent don't get wasted down in Miami, man. I hope it don't get wasted. And I know he young. He like Kansas City, Miami,
right?
Kansas City, barbecue, South Beach.
South Beach. Like let's put that in perspective too.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. And he paid, and Florida don't have state income tax, so they're not in his bread. You know, they ain't in his pockets that heavy. So there's a lot of other little factors to it. Then he's young, and Miami happens to be the place to be young.
Pretty lit.
Yeah.
So I got something that I want to say that you guys ain't gonna like. Most people, but most people are going to agree with me. All right. I think you guys want Mahomes be successful. Kessler will be the next one. That's a good point, my brother Blake. So hear me out, okay? You know I'm coming with it. Whatever. Fuck y'all. Listen. The Miami Dolphins will finish a higher seed in the division than the New England Patriots. Right now, they're in the same division. Now, hold on. Now, think about the additions that they made. Okay, just think about it. Now, I mean, y'all Patriots fans and everything. Okay.
Yeah, run through them.
So
the key ones.
They picked up Chase Edmonds, the running back that was with the Cardinals, who before he got hurt was on pace to have 1,000 yards receiving and running. Right. Mm-hmm. Picked up Chase Edmonds. Right. Mm-hmm. You still got Waddle. They just signed Teron Armstead, the left tackle out of New Orleans. And when healthy, is probably one of the top 5 left tackles in the league.
Health is the key.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm not even talking about adding Tyreek right now. Look at all the pieces that surround him. They still got the receiving core. They still got the defense. Now, defense finished top towards the end of the season. They finished top 10. They were shutting teams out. Like that defense is still intact. So you look at receivers, which the Patriots don't have. You look at running backs. Okay, I think the Patriots may have a slight edge there. I like their running back core, but offensive line, Patriots don't have. Okay,
neither do the Dolphins.
Outside
of the one they just picked up.
Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll
just go the other way. We test the right tackle. Test the right tackle.
Okay, check this out though.
Right tackle.
Receivers, they definitely have the win. They definitely have the win at receiver. Okay. Just off Waddle alone.
But when it comes
to the coach, to talk about nobody else.
When it comes to the coach,
so who has the better defense?
They about even.
You think so?
I think Flores had a lot to do with that defense more
Where
than
did the
more than
Patriots?
the pieces.
Where did the Patriots finish last season in defense?
No, Corn,
I bet it wasn't higher than the Dolphins.
It wasn't higher than the Dolphins. Absolutely not. I doubt it wasn't higher than the Dolphins, but
so in that division,
I'm sure it was nearby though. I'm sure it wasn't that much of a discrepancy.
In that division, you got Buffalo, the Jets,
Mm-hmm.
the Patriots, and the Dolphins, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you telling me, okay, Buffalo. Okay,
Buffalo's a lock.
But you mean to tell me that number 2 spot in that division can't be the Dolphins?
It could be depending on how the cards fall.
I mean, the Dolphins were better defensively.
Yeah, of course.
They were better defensively, but I'm not trusting
Tua?
No.
This new coach.
The
minority
McDaniels.
The minority coach. The minority guy. The guy that's
supposed to be black.
Yeah.
Kind of. Mike Daniels, who was a part of leading his team to the NFC Conference Championship last year.
Yeah,
right?
the offensive
the
offensive coordinator
surprisingly had weapons similar to the 49ers, who also just picked up Raheem Mostert, who picked up a lot of pieces that was on that 49ers team. Right. You know, the way it was constructed, the Niners was gritty. They had a gadget player like Debo who can get in the slot and get in a running back just like Waddle. You know, they had a great tight end. Now the Dolphins have Gesicki, right?
Debo a different beast though.
Debo
a different beast.
Debo or Tyreek Hill, who you got on your squad?
The Dolphins defense allowed more points than the Patriots.
The Patriots?
Yeah, I just looked at it.
Really?
Just looked at it. 373 points were scored on the Dolphins. 303 were scored on the Patriots. Let's throw that out there.
Okay, I'll take a shot for that. You're right. Okay.
But see, here's to your point though, bro. Like I'm not discrediting what they could potentially do, right? I'm not discrediting the pieces that they're putting around Tua and the team to be successful. I do highly believe that their success was very closely related to Flores. I do highly believe that the defensive side of the ball, his impact was very heavy on that. Offensively, because that's who they brought in as their coach, offensive coordinator, as their head coach. So offensively, he's going to hopefully do some things that will put them in a better position to be successful. But again, I still think I don't like the Bills. There's no question. I don't have a question in my mind about how they're going to perform. But outside of that, everybody else is questionable.
So y'all, with all the moves, because I'm gonna get on y'all about this because y'all keep saying that the Patriots are somehow, mind you, keep in mind, and I did predict this as well. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you look back on all the shows, you'll see that the predictions I be making, I'll be winning these debates, right? I could have sworn I said that.
Negative.
You put Matty Ice with the Colts. And y'all saying, oh, Matty Ice ain't he a top 20, he a top 25. Just disrespecting the man.
Top 20.
Especially Corn. Just disrespecting this man.
You got it.
Trubisky is a top 22 quarterback in the NFL.
Okay. But you said Matt Ryan is 20 to 30 range in the NFL. Now, Matt Ryan, who will get you. You can count out about 4,000 yards a season for Matty Ice. You put it, like I said on this show before, you put him with that Colts offense, they go into the playoffs.
But what did I tell you though? What did I tell you?
Better than him.
Actually, you said Kirk Cousins was better.
Right, that was you.
You said that.
No, you said Daniel Jones. That's what it was.
I said that.
Yeah.
Right, and that's disrespectful.
So I'm trying to figure out,
that was the crown talk.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out, do we want a stat chaser, because he's clearly put up yards.
Or do we want W's? You can't get to the Super Bowl by stats. You have to actually win the game. Like when you're up 28-3, you can't blow leads.
Okay. I'm saying, no, you win games. Fuck what you
Right,
talking
because
about. You
of
win
what
games
Matt
by
Ryan had done in
putting
the
up
last
points.
few years.
You win games by you have to have an elite quarterback that has an arm. You don't win a Super Bowl with just
Matt Ryan.
Rex Grossman was you don't get to the chip with just subpar quarterback play.
Mm-hmm.
You need somebody that's gonna get you, that's gonna win that game for you. You can't just say manage the game. Just manage the game, make smart plays, hand the ball off, rely on the defense. That shit don't work. It's just like the 3-point area in the basketball. People just shooting the 3-point area is the new thing. So in the NFL, you need a mod that's going out there. Look, I need you to be Aaron Rodgers. There's 13 seconds left. Go win this game. Aaron Rodgers could do that. Patrick Mahomes could do that. Josh Allen could do that. You need a person. You need a quarterback that's going to march down that field with 10 seconds left and win you that game. So you mean to tell me that that's not Matt Ryan?
Not in my eyes, it's not.
Wow.
He ain't done it.
I mean, he hasn't shown me that. He hasn't shown me that. He's shown me that he can go up big on teams. And granted, I'm gonna take some of the pressure away from him and say he also needs to that his teammates need to learn how to close games too, right? Okay. But he's shown me that he can put points on the board, but then they somehow mess it up. And then he's called to get him out of it. And he hasn't shown me he can get him out of it when they mess up.
Who was the receivers that he had last year? Can y'all name a receiver that he had last year? And he put up 4,000 yards?
Calvin Ridley.
Didn't have Calvin Ridley.
Cal Pitts. Calvin Ridley played all last year?
None.
We got to look at that.
None. Calvin Ridley not playing all last year.
We got to look at that. Calvin Ridley ain't played all last year. Like no games at all.
No, he didn't play no game. So
Cal Pitts was his number 1 receiver there. Russell Gage was his number 2 receiver, probably.
Russell Gage, Cal,
and
Zacchaeus something another. What I'm saying is quarterbacks that can make the
but you can't say that because look what Brady been doing for all his years. He ain't never had a true number 1.
Who, Matt Ryan?
Brady has never had a true number 1 outside of Randy Moss for 1 year.
Wait, let me think.
He's never had a true number 1 receiver.
Let me think.
And he was the
what is defined as a true number 1?
6th round pick. A true number 1 is
defined as a true number 1 though.
A true number 1 is Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins, Keenan Allen.
Tom Brady has never had a true number.
Never had a true number 1.
I got to think about that. I can't co-sign for that because you might be right. I'm not sure.
I just like to say.
Wait. Are we excluding Gronk or are we talking about receivers?
Receivers.
Goat.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Goat. Shit.
Okay.
Goat.
Now he did have some tight end weapons, right? He had Gronk and he had Hernandez before he got locked up for killing people and gang banging. So he did have some tight end people, but I mean his receiving core was always like, "This what we giving you, make it work."
Right. You say what receivers did they have? Okay.
Matt Ryan had Cordero Patterson.
Oh, they sure did. Okay.
Cordero Patterson is a depot position. He can play anywhere on the field.
Absolutely correct.
Now, don't get me wrong. I give some of that to Matt Ryan, but he can play anywhere on the field, which is why I don't know why the fucking Bears didn't see that. I don't get why the Bears didn't. Anyway,
we talking about Matt Nagy, bro. That's why they didn't see it. Yeah.
Oh, let's not talk about that.
Deion Branch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brady just had Brady had a lot of guys who wanted it, right? He had a lot of guys who were counted out.
Did Randy Moss ever play with the Patriots with Brady?
Yeah, 1 year.
Of course, 1 year.
Okay.
That's why I said but that's why I said that was the only number 1 he's ever had.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And because he made, I mean, what's the name was a slot receiver, but he made
Wes Welker.
He made Wes Welker.
So he made Edelman too?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Edelman was Edelman.
Absolutely.
When Wes Welker left, he just handed all his assignments to Edelman. He did the
Yep.
same exact job as Wes Welker. That's all
And,
Julian Edelman was.
and both of
He
them will
was-
tell you. And
Yeah.
both of them will tell you that the reason that I'm successful is he trusted me and gave me a chance to show him I was reliable.
Okay, so look, who has more career total yards, Matt Ryan or Tom Brady?
Are you serious?
I'm asking.
Is that a legit question?
Who has more career yards?
Tom
Throwing
Brady.
yards. Who has more throwing yards?
The
Are you
GOAT.
serious?
I'm just asking, man. That's all.
Hey,
Man,
I just,
bars
you
and
know,
buckets.
for the
I'm
sake
asking
of
who has
for the
more
sake of
yards.
bars and buckets, bro, I need you to look that up. For the sake of bars and buckets, look up who got the most yards.
If I'm wrong, I will take my free throw. But I'm saying,
Because I'd be damned.
who has
I'd be
more
damned if Matt
yards
Ryan.
now?
I'd be damned if he got more yards than Tom Brady.
Okay. If I'm wrong, I'll take my free throw.
I'll take two. I'll take two if he got more yards than Tom
Okay,
Brady.
I'll match your two.
Because for me,
I feel
that's like
Matt Ryan is.
but for-
if not, he's close if he ain't got him.
for me, bro, that's like saying Matt Ryan got more yards than Drew Brees.
That's like asking who got more rings, Micah, LeBron.
Oh, he did have Ocho Cinco, but he was
You got to include Ocho. Yep, he did have Ocho.
Okay, I don't.
I mean, you want to do all time or just last year?
All time.
All time.
Oh, because we just throw in last year until I find it. Tom Brady had 5,316 yards. Matt Ryan had 3,968.
Okay, I'm wrong. Okay, I mean, all right. I'll take mine.
Nope. Let's keep going. Don't worry about it. I got it.
You talk about us being disrespectful.
Matt Ryan.
This is so disrespectful, bro.
Oh, where is this at, man?
This was so disrespectful, man. I can't believe you asked this question.
Where is this at? Because I just got a glimpse of it when I.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you felt that
All
one a
right.
little bit, didn't you? You felt that one a little bit.
But-
didn't you?
Man, Tom Brady even slapping dude even on pass completions.
Okay.
Passing. Oh my God, it's a landslide. Stop.
But wait a minute.
No.
Wait, really,
No,
that's not
no,
fair.
no,
How many years-
don't backpedal. No. Passing yards. Matt Ryan, 59,735.
It's pretty impressive.
Respectable.
That's pretty impressive,
Tough.
man.
It's tough.
It's tough to get that many yards fast.
Tom Brady, 84,520.
Hold on. That's not fair. Hold on. Okay. To be fair, if we're being fair, what year is this for Tom Brady?
23.
This is Tom Brady's 18th, 19th year in the league?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is Matt Ryan's 14th
No,
year.
this would be Brady's 23rd year.
23rd year.
So wait a minute.
So why would you compare him?
Talk about longevity.
Brady been in the league for 23 years?
Talk about longevity.
Hey, don't start that.
Hold on.
Start that because then you'll say, oh, LeBron James is the second most. He
If
got more
Brady,
yards.
no,
He got more
it's
points
just
than
math,
Michael Jordan,
bro.
but he
If
played
Brady
way
been
longer
in
than
the
Mike.
league- If Brady been in the league for 23 years and he has 80-something thousand yards.
This was
Matt
your
Ryan's
question.
in the league for 14 years.
This
and he
was
has
your
them
question.
at 60.
You started this.
You started
I'm
this
saying,
question.
You brought a paper clip to a gunfight.
Because that's not even. I have to think about that. That don't even match up. Brady been in the year.
You damn right.
Years longer than Matt Ryan.
They shouldn't
how
even be in
we
this.
gonna-
They shouldn't even
how
be in
many
the same
yards did
conversation.
How many yards when Brady was in his 14th year? How many yards did he have? Then we can compare. But this nigga been in the league for 9 more seasons. Of course he gonna have more yards than him.
You're right. You're right. They shouldn't even be in the same conversation.
Right.
Okay, man.
You asked the question exactly because he asked the question.
Man. Okay, all right. What y'all tripping?
You must want free throws tonight. That's what Cuzzo said. You must want free throws tonight.
Oh man.
Nah, but Blake say, how many seasons since 2008 has Matt Ryan had more passing yards than Brady?
Not never.
How many seasons since 2008 has Matt Ryan had more passing yards than Brady? 2000. Okay. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay. At Brady's prime. At Brady's prime, what was his prime year? When he was like killing shit.
2000 through 2023. Like his prime.
Okay.
Killing shit.
So the year that the Falcons went to the Super Bowl was let me think off the top of my head.
Tom Brady's thrown more touchdowns on accident than Matt Ryan has thrown.
Man,
on
y'all,
Listen, man, it's like Cuz will say, it's really no comparison, man. I mean, it's no shot. It's no look, but listen to me, bro. It's no shot at Matt Ryan. Okay,
I know throwing shots at him. Y'all say he's the 27th best quarterback in the league.
I said he was 15 to 20 last week. Don't make me go back on the show.
Okay, but Corey said
Daniel
Jones is better than him. That's
I tweaked, and I took my free throw for it.
Right. Come on, man.
I was drunk.
Now let me caveat this whole conversation.
Man,
to say
because
I know bro did take the Colts last year. We talked about last week when we talked about division winners, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me caveat this to say that definitely puts them in the driver's seat to win that division, because you're gonna have Matt Ryan or Carson Wentz. You're gonna have Matt Ryan or I don't even know who the other quarterback was.
Who else is in that division? We got the Texans. We got the Jaguars.
The Titans was who I said.
Oh, the Titans.
And bro said the Colts, which now there could be a definite battle for that number one seed, because the Colts definitely got better with Matt Ryan. I'm gonna say that. With him at quarterback, they got better because of what they had at quarterback ain't Matt Ryan. So as long as they could continue to do what they've been doing, they should be good. Like, they should actually take that division for real.
So is Matt Ryan better than Ryan Tannehill?
I don't like Ryan Tannehill. I would take Matt Ryan over Ryan Tannehill, but they both turn the ball over. But I would take Matt Ryan though.
Who's more reliable?
Probably Matt Ryan.
Oh, okay. Corn.
Yeah.
Hold on, what was the question? I was trying to find year 14.
Matt Ryan or Ryan Tannehill?
Matt Ryan. Ryan Tannehill is poop.
Now y'all see, y'all give him a little respect.
He's the 23rd. He's right after Matt Ryan. He's 23. I'm just messing with you.
Hey,
it's not.
Nah, listen, man.
It's not me.
It's Jamal.
It's Jamie.
It's Jamie talking.
It's Jamie.
All due respect, bro. Like we talk about Matt Ryan, and we get on a lot of people on this show, bro. Like for real. That's just who we are.
It's just it's all of your people's turn.
All of your people's turn, though. That's the unfortunate part. But
okay,
all due respect, Matt Ryan on the Colts makes them better. That puts them in a position to win that division.
But to keep in mind, when we gave our playoff predictions,
who did they take?
We gave our playoff predictions last week. None of y'all said that the Colts was going to make the playoffs, right?
I did.
Right?
No, Bro said it. Yeah.
Now,
the AFC, I said
it is being rumored that Julio is going to come over there to the Colts with Matt Ryan. Mm-hmm. Now, you put Julio and Matt with that Colts defense,
we've already seen
that Jonathan Taylor.
We've already seen this movie. It doesn't matter. We've seen this movie.
What happened?
Just because y'all switch cities.
Ryan with Julio Jones.
Just because you two,
they're gonna put up yards. They're gonna put up numbers.
Nothing. We've seen this already.
They're gonna put up numbers, and then they're gonna beg for help. They're gonna say, "Can y'all please not let this league go this time? Because I don't want to have to come back. I don't want to have to make a comeback."
Them two dudes just found a better running back. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, Julio is kind of like the Anthony Davis of football.
Yeah.
Julio needs to. He got something going on with his knees, man. He got to get his knees. If he can get the right. But look, Julio Jones is still one of the top 5 paid receivers in the league, along with D-Hop. These people who can't stay healthy, they the top paid receivers. So obviously, I ain't gonna say obviously, but you have to think that they're game changers if they healthy. They're game changers. And that makes a difference when it comes to making the playoffs or not. The Patriots, who's a game changer over there? Who is a game changer with the Patriots?
They don't have one right now.
They don't.
They don't have one.
They
You
don't.
can admit that.
Well,
Yeah,
there
we
you
can
go.
we can
That's what I'm
admit that.
saying.
But
You need game changers when it comes to making the playoffs.
But
do you realize who Bill Belichick is?
Somebody needs to retire.
When? Why?
Ain't Bill Belichick the oldest coach? No, that's probably
What does
Carroll.
age matter when it comes
Why?
to X's and O's, bro?
And look,
Carroll's probably the oldest.
Hey, we all know on here because we are very knowledgeable about sports that talent alone don't win. You can't have talent without coaching. You can't have talent without motivation. So I'm not gonna put all my stock in talent.
Who won the Super Bowl last year?
The Rams.
It wasn't your
Okay.
Bears.
So you mean to tell me, bro? Like let's be for real.
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me that if Sean McVay wasn't the coach of that team, they wouldn't have won the Super Bowl?
I think that if Matt Stafford didn't come, they wouldn't have won the Super Bowl.
So talent is not coaching matters. Don't get me wrong.
It does matter because you have to call the right plays, right?
When it comes to winning the chip, going to the playoffs, you need the Mars that's going to put up points. You need the impact players. You need the difference makers. You need that. You need them people, man.
It does not matter if you don't call the right plays, bro. You know that. You know that. It don't matter how. Ball. It don't.
Ballers gonna ball.
That's what we say.
That's what we say.
That's what we say. But football ain't basketball, right? Basketball, you have a lot more opportunities for isolation. You have a lot more opportunity to take advantage of mismatches. So if a play break down and I'm 6'10" and I got a 6'3" guy on me, give me the ball. I don't need a play. Football ain't that way. You can't just find your way through football. You got to be schematic. You got to scheme through it. You got to have guys that can actually be intelligent enough. Now, granted, they do call hot routes at the line of scrimmage, right? But again, that's a communication thing, right? You gotta practice these things. You got to put these things into your weekly practice. You can't just go. I promise you, bro. I promise you can't just roll them out there and not have no practice and be successful in football.
Okay. So, okay. Well, we can switch gears after this, but is the New England Patriots right now as constructed
we still
one of the top 7 teams in the AFC?
There's still 6 months of free agency. Oh, we ain't even got to the NFL draft yet, bro.
Okay, I'm just asking right now. As constructed, is the New England Patriots one of the top
better than the
7
Steelers?
teams
Yes.
in the AFC?
As currently constructed based off of my last week's predictions, they can either take the
it's okay to say no. It's okay to say not.
there?
Okay, my Bears ain't the top 7. Okay, I can say that.
The Bears ain't been the top nothing.
All I'm saying is we don't have to be ashamed.
Based off of last week and what I talked about last week and based off of the moves they just made, they would probably overtake the Titans for the division, which means that
the
Colts.
Okay.
Because they're in the same division, correct?
Okay.
Which means that the Titans would then be playing for that 5, 6, 7 seed. So the Titans could potentially bump out the Patriots at 7.
So okay, so the Patriots ain't gonna come second in their division.
Even if they come second, they still got to make they still would be 5, 6, 7. It just depends.
That's what I'm saying. So
it just depends on what their record is.
Right. Okay. So let's look at all the quote unquote second teams in a division. Okay. Mm-hmm. Y'all got the Bengals winning their division, right?
Yep.
Okay. You got so if the Bengals win their division, that means you probably got the Ravens number 2. I got the Steelers. But okay. And really don't sleep on the Browns, bro.
Those are Ravens, Browns. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Action Jackson. Well, actually, I don't know. That might change a little bit depending on what my boy come out and do.
Also, I just read something like in the last 2 hours. OBJ might be going back to Cleveland.
Okay.
So he's open to it.
Okay. So that just even further y'all case for these Patriots to try to sneak into the playoffs? Because you got all these teams that's not going to win a division scrapping for that 6 and 7 spot.
But
and y'all say they're not even the top 7 team, and they the whole damn conference.
But if anybody's capable of making their way in, it's them.
When Belichick ain't made it to the playoffs?
The year before last.
Let me take my.
I think it was the year before last when they were like 7 and 9.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Like, bro, we not, and this is why
my free throw.
Yeah, and this is why I say this, because some people be like, y'all don't really be following the Patriots. You just follow Tom Brady. Nah, I was there when Drew Bledsoe was there. I was there before that.
Yep.
Now did I follow Tom Brady to Tampa? You're damn right I did, because I'm gonna go with the GOAT. Just like all these LeBron fans follow him wherever he go. Because I am when
Bill Parcells was the coach.
And I am, and here's what
Curtis Martin was the running back.
And here's why I really follow Brady, and this is the honest truth. This guy was drafted 6th round out of Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
He was drafted 6th round out of Michigan, bro. Nobody gave this dude a chance to be successful.
Underdog.
And now you're having the conversation about where he stands in history. Because Joe Montana is the only other person that I'm going to say could be in that position.
Hey, he might mess around and overtake Joe Montana.
But he gonna take Joe.
He might take Joe. He might overtake Joe Montana, man.
But I'm just saying that in retrospect, that's why I really admire. That's why in retrospect, that's why I admire what Brady does.
Like if he get a Super Bowl this year and like throw for like 5,000 yards, you know what I'm saying? Like if he really clown this year, if he have the same year he had last year, bro, it might be a wrap.
And honestly, like I said, I'm just saying Joe Montana because of historical factors. But in my book, I do have Brady over Montana. In my book, Brady is the GOAT.
The GOAT. Not the GOATs. GOAT.
So what makes great Brady? I was about to say Grady. What makes Brady the GOAT is because of chips.
You watch football every Sunday?
I'm asking, what are we defining?
Chips, yards, W's, leadership, everything about it. Tom Brady be busting ass out there.
Okay.
He make his teammates better.
Yeah. There's nobody that's ever said anything about him not being a leader.
Like Tom Brady sits down, they go 4 and out, they score, whatever. Tom Brady still go grab that tablet and be watching what's going on.
I will say, and we can hashtag this or whatever, Tom Brady is probably more than likely the greatest quarterback of all time. I can't give him the greatest football player of all time. That's I can't do that. The greatest football player of all time, I don't know if I can do that. Now, quarterback, okay, you might get me there. But that would be damn near disrespectful to say that he's out of all the people that put on pads and a helmet.
Yeah, I've never called him that.
No, we never said that.
We've never said that.
Okay, yeah, so that's why I want to make sure we have a difference. So,
but the
you know what I'm saying?
Greatest quarterback, definitely. Been that for a while too.
Yeah.
Like
look, it's the same thing.
NFL all went when he left. Like, oh shit, I might got a chance. Then when he announced he was coming back,
it was like, oh man.
He was like, shit.
Can we do the same thing though? Can we do the same thing for Michael Jordan? Can we say that Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time, or would you say Michael Jordan is the greatest shooting guard of all time?
So, what up, frat? So here's my, and I'm gonna throw this out there, right? For me, I toggle back and forth because I have a 1A, 1B situation going on, and my 1A, 1B is Jordan versus Kareem. So I think that either one of those two for me could fall in that they are the greatest of all time.
Of all time.
All time.
I mean, what's the name?
Jordan, Kareem.
What's the name gonna get the little scoring record? Well, let me not call it legal because we was honoring
Why?
it before.
Can I ask y'all a question, man?
He gonna get
Why
it.
do y'all say Tom Brady name like it's water, like it ain't nothing? Y'all can say his name.
Yeah.
Well, why y'all disrespect LeBron James like that,
Because
man?
LeBron James ain't a leader. Because he ain't a leader. He not a leader.
I say LeBron name. I say his name. I might call him number 6 sometimes, but I call his name though.
I don't disrespect him. He's just not a leader, bro. There's not one player that got.
Who says
who's he leading? Who he leading?
Do we know anybody that he's played with that public said that LeBron is not a leader?
Yeah. Kyrie Irving said he wasn't a leader.
He did?
Yeah, Kyrie Irving said.
I didn't
Google it.
Okay.
Kyrie Irving said he wasn't.
Okay, but I've never.
There's been a few people that got away from LeBron. There's a few people that got away from LeBron James and be like,
no, look, we all three of us are hoopers. We played on teams. Mm-hmm. We played in leagues. Mm-hmm. We know if it's a person that we play with, we can say, "Oh, dude ain't no leader. Dude ain't got it." Ooh. We ain't been in the locker room with LeBron. We don't know who he played with to say, "Oh, LeBron ain't that mark ain't no leader."
From what we seen, LeBron James will throw his teammates under a bus. A leader would never do that. He'll never get on national TV and be like, "Yeah, those guys just didn't have it tonight. You know, I did everything I could. You know, I had, look, if you look at the stat sheet, I had 38, 16, and 15. It don't matter. You still lost. Where was your will to push your teammates? Where was that extra? Where was the 17th assist?
Okay.
And I guess, I don't know. Like for me, it's for me, I guess it comes to like the GOAT conversation. For me, he is one of the greatest, most impactful players in the history of the game. I will never take that away.
Wow, I know that's a lot for you to say.
I won't. But you know me, bro. You know I'm gonna be honest when it comes to skill and game, right? I'll never take that away from him. But if we're talking about GOAT, I don't even care if he beats Kareem's record. He still won't be in front of Kareem and Jordan for me.
Because of the character. On the court.
Not off the court. Not off the court. Off the court, I mean, off the court, there is no question what this guy is.
LeBron is a really good player, man.
Off the court is no question. I don't have no question. And I'm not, and this is no shade of hate. Like, I mess with LeBron. I just, like, if I'm building a team, like, because people always have that conversation with, if you're building a team, who would you rather take? Well, I mean, listen, the reason we took MJ is because MJ is who he is. MJ, if we wanted MJ to be LeBron and we wanted MJ to average a triple-double, he could. But guess what? That wasn't his role. See, the thing about LeBron is that's been his role since he entered. He had to do everything. So that's why his stats are always the way they are, because he had to do everything. He never could take a back seat and say, I'm just going to kill my opponent, even though I don't think he has that bug in him to do that. But I'm just going to kill my opponent. You get the rebounds. You play you guard the best defender like Pitt did, right? So they had standard roles.
Just like when he had the opportunity, was it last week, to go get the game-winning bucket? And he was on the left side of the rim, on the horn, when he blew past my man and dished the ball. And Cuzzo, you are definitely right. He's never dominated on any era. He's never dominated. Like, put it like this, though. What makes me not really care for Buddy is his fans. They talk about, like, basketball started when he got drafted. And everybody has won on his watch. Everybody won on his watch. Stephanie got a ring. Everybody came up. Mike was shutting that down. Mike shut that down. Nobody was getting nobody. Nobody, when he started winning, when he figured it out, nobody was winning. Like, nobody was winning rings.
So, and look, I'm not.
Last thing.
Okay.
Nobody would have ever. Like, you see how, like, Pat Beverly slapped him on his behind last week and was like, all in. Nobody would have dared did that to Michael Jordan. I just want to throw that out there. Nobody would have ever done that. Nobody would ever blew in his ear. Nobody would have dare.
Okay.
All that being said, respect, though.
Yeah, let's
Great player though.
Yeah, let's switch gears because y'all think y'all winning this debate, but y'all really not. You know what I'm saying? Just throwing that out there. But we'll move past it. Look, there's a lot of people that they don't get their flowers in the league, and recently a brother who I've always been a fan of named Jamal Crawford retired from the league, man.
Man,
Hey, Crawford.
I want to get y'all thoughts on it.
Always been a fan.
Thoughts on that?
I'm gonna miss him, man. To be honest with you, I still think I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I shared this clip in the group with y'all, man. I still think he can get people 20 easily. I still think that if a team was like, man, we need you on the squad, we need you to come off the bench, we need your firepower. Crowd can drop 20. He can drop 20.
Easy.
That's without question.
Easy.
I think he's probably one of the most. I'm gonna throw this out there because that's what I believe. I mean, of course, he's won awards, but I think he's probably one of the most underrated, undervalued players in the history of the game.
All right, for me, I watched Jamal Crawford at Michigan. Like, I'm a huge Jamal Crawford fan. Like, I watched everything he ever did. When he came to the Bulls, how he did everything you know what I'm saying? They say he dominated 27 with Steph. Got 3 rings, Kawhi got 2 on the same facts. I watched everything Jamal Crawford did. Watched his game, respected his game. He got better every year. He got better and better. And then he hit that peak where he was just, you knew what you was getting out of him. Like, Jamal Crawford was one of them people, like, not being real. And I got to take it to this level. When I used to play 2K on Dreamcast, bro, from 2K, from the original 2K to 2K now, I would always, if I started a team, Jamal Crawford was always on that team.
Facts.
Always on my team. He was one player that I've had to have with me on every roster, bro. Like, I just like his game. He was dope. Scott Skiles was a hater. And Scott Skiles was a hater. And I'm mad he didn't retire a Bull.
Yeah. Scott Skiles was in that kind of old school mentality at the time too, man, and wasn't letting him really like just be who he was, man. It wasn't letting him vibe, man. And he, eventually, like you said, once he hit that the peak a little bit, and you knew what he was getting out of him. People who wanted him on the team, they like, that's cool. Just give me that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Just give me that all the time, and I'm good.
I mean, this was somebody whose crossover wasn't even respected the way it should have been. People would talk about everybody else, but wouldn't talk about Jamal Crawford. Used to embarrass dudes.
Yes.
Embarrass. I mean, that around the back and right back, that dude, that is. I don't even know what to call it.
Yeah, buddy.
He's murdering people. I mean, Jamal, I'm telling you, man, like, dope with it. Like, he can still. I was just watching the other day where he was talking about. He was like, "Yo, I still feel I can play." He was like, because they was asking him, "Would you go to the Lakers and all that, blah blah blah." He was like, "You order it, I'ma deliver." Like, right now, if you ask me to score 20 points in 20 minutes, he was like, "I'd definitely go out there and do it, easy." And I know he can. I know he can, and I hate to see that he has spent time out of the league. Like, how y'all didn't go grab him? You know what I'm saying?
Look, can I ask y'all a question real quick? I promise
we know it's going to be controversial, so just go ahead and ask it.
I'm not on no bullshit. I just simply want. I'm not on a bullshit. I'm just saying. Can somebody look up the teams that Jamal Crawford played for and tell me why didn't he win a ring? That's it. Look, what teams did he play for, and why didn't he win a ring?
He never went to the closest that he probably could have got was the Atlanta Hawks. I don't even need to look it up. The closest he ever got was the Atlanta Hawks, bro.
What was that? Was that recent? That couldn't have been recent.
Nah, that was like probably 2-3 years ago, maybe.
No, the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
Nah, he was with the.
Or was he that one? Or was he that one?
He was there with Al Horford. He was down there with Al Horford now. Like
he was there when Corbin was there too.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay.
The Hawks was 2009-2010. Sorry, he went from the Bulls to the Knicks. So them two teams at that time he didn't have a chance.
Yeah,
them two teams wasn't on nothing.
But then he played for the Clippers.
Yeah, but that was So he all right. So
that probably was the one
he could have had. He could have had that one.
Yeah,
he could have. Yeah. But he was there for a minute though. That's the part that sucked, man. He was out there for 4 years.
Wow.
He was out there for 4 years, and he was giving them
buckets.
16 the first year, 18, then 15, then 14, then 12. I mean,
definitely playing his part.
He did everything he was supposed to do. But for him, after 2019 season, after playing for Brooklyn, the fact that he didn't play in 2020 or 2021, the NBA whack for that. They're the only championships caliber team. But I think, I think he could have, at the time, 2009, 2010, Atlanta was running like Joe Johnson was down there. They had Jeff Teague. They had put together a team out there. Marvin Williams. That was that little team they had put together. But they was going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Or not the Eastern Conference Finals. They was in the playoffs. Everybody was talking about them. I think that was an opportunity as well that was missed. No, he's definitely better than Jason Terry. Don't disrespect him.
No. That is a perfect example.
Do not disrespect.
No, and it's not even no disrespect.
Jason Terry.
Jason Terry was a baller.
He was.
He didn't have the crossovers like Crawl. He ain't had the crossovers. And he probably ain't had a clutch like that. But Jason, that is the perfect.
I would say the one thing I agree with in this example is Jason Terry got the right situation for a ring.
Right. And
I definitely agree with that.
We didn't point out the fact that Jamal Crawford is also the leader for 4-point plays. We didn't the 4-point play, slapping you for 3 and getting fouled and getting that extra. He's the leader in that. And this is my last cup of Jamie.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, check this out. Sixth Man of the Year award the last 5 years.
Sixth Man the last 5 years.
This 5 years. Who won the Sixth Man of the Year award? Because
Jamal Crawford is a 3-time winner.
That's what I'm saying. But it's somebody else that won that award multiple years.
Lou Williams.
Okay. So
the last time Jamal Crawford won was in 2016. But him and Lou Williams went back and forth for a minute.
Main difference between Lou Williams and Crawl as far as taking a team over the hump?
Neither one of them. Both of them are players who.
Lou Williams still playing, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I think he's still playing.
Yeah, both of them are players who are impactful in their own right. Like. Both of them, what their role is when you sign them. So when you say over the hump, they're not the guys who are going to be option 1, 2, 3. They're the guys who are going to be, hey, all right, I got to take one out the game. You coming in off the bench. I need you to keep this flowing. So they're not really hump guys. Like you're not going to get over the hump just because, I'm going to bring you to the team because they're not, unless you have a team that's already constructed in terms of your options, right? So I'm just, for instance, the year, and I'm just going to just throw this out there because they're the first people I'm thinking about. The year you had KG, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce win the ring. If you would have put him in that situation as a sick man off the bench, they still would have won the ring.
Right.
Because it would have been better for him, right? So you have to put him in a situation where he can be what he's best at doing and not worry about anything else.
For example, if you took Jamal Crawford right now, given his track record, and put him on the Bucks, shoe in to win a championship.
I don't think that's fair because the Bucks is every player on the Bucks is constructed to be built around Giannis. Every player,
and that's why it would work.
Every big man they have can shoot the ball at a high percentage.
That's why.
So
when Chris Middleton get to Chris Middleton, when Chris Middleton get to Chris Middleton, and Jamal sit him down, put Jamal Crawford here and get the buckets.
Yeah, you're making the point that we're trying to make, though, bro.
No,
is that he doesn't have to be. He does not have to be a top option.
Right.
That's
he
not
wouldn't
his.
even see he wouldn't even see the floor because of
what's the white.
You sound crazy. Man? What I'm saying is, I fuck with him. I'm saying that team is built around Giannis drive, kick it off to a shooter. Jamal want to ISO. He can shoot. He an ISO player. You know what I'm saying?
Because he handling the ball. You're gonna trust. I'm gonna trust Jamal Crawford with the ball because what I've seen since the year 2000. I'm not gonna trust the 6'11" Euro stepping dude to come that like. You're gonna put the ball in Jamal's hands because now that's less energy that Giannis has to snatch the rebound down and make a play. That's what they be doing because they know ain't nobody gonna slide in front of them. Ain't nobody gonna try and stop him. Mm-hmm. Giannis gonna snatch the rebound down, Jason Kidd style, and get down court, and he gonna hit you with the Euro and dunk, and go back down. That's what it is. But when you got Jamal Crawford, you can set up an offense. You can set it up. He gonna pass. He gonna cut, move around. But when you need somebody's ankles cracked, you can also count on Jamal too. That would give Giannis a chance to play off the ball. If you pay attention, Giannis doesn't play off the ball quite often. It's rare that you see him without the ball in his hand. Drew Holiday rarely brings the ball up the floor. Rarely.
Okay, look. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. So we breaking down
to Brook Lopez, and then they start running.
No, that's facts. So look, we breaking down on Bars and Buckets here, ladies and gentlemen. We breaking down Jamal Crawford, retired from the NBA, man, had a real dope career, man. So we just breaking down his career overall. Like, okay, so Jamal, would you say what he's known for? Would you say he's more known for his crossovers or his buckets?
Both. It's equal.
Equal. Okay.
I don't know if I could take one or the other because it's because of his elite handles why the buckets are so easy.
Man,
okay.
He be mixing dudes, bro.
No, he be killing shit. Okay, he be killing shit. So look, can I just throw a curveball to you guys? Right.
Hold on there.
Okay, so look. Let's start with crossover wise. Who has better handles, him or White Chocolate?
That's rough.
Oh,
that's rough, bro. That's rough. That's rough. Look, put it like I could do this. If I had to name,
and nobody talks about White Chocolate at all.
No one talks about him. No one. If I had to name my favorite people with the handle, I gotta go AI. I gotta go White Chocolate. I gotta go Jamal Crawford. I gotta go Tim Hardaway.
Oh, definitely.
Are you going in order?
No, I'm not going in order. I don't have.
Okay.
Jameson ain't gonna allow order. I don't have time. Tim Hardaway.
Right. Got to get Tim.
AI, Jamal Crawford, White Chocolate, Tim Hardaway.
That's a good pull right there.
Hey, Pooh.
And Pooh was
Pooh was a monster with it. Hey, I gotta go Pooh. I'm trying to think.
Are we throwing Steph in there?
Yeah, Steph got a mean.
Steph got a man. Kyrie.
Kyrie is ugly with it.
But yeah,
I'm asking because we breaking down his career. I feel like Jamal Crawford, as far as crossover wise, he's elite. He's elite, but
definitely elite, bro.
Yeah, he's
elite.
elite.
Steve Francis will be in that conversation.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
So as far as because I've seen White Chocolate do some stuff. But I was like, nigga,
no, he's a no.
Like
Jason Williams is a monster with the hand.
Yes, sir.
And then the passes, bro.
Yes, sir.
Like that elbow pass.
Pass. Oh
that's
my God.
Still. I mean, just even his lead passes, catching somebody and throwing it off the bounce, boom, down court. Just watching Chris Webber get so many buckets like that, bro. Definitely. Jason Williams don't get enough respect. They don't talk about that's one thing about the NBA. They don't talk about guys like him and Jamal Crawford, Steve Francis. Guys like that really was hoopers.
But here's the great thing. Here's the great thing for the general audience. You on bars and buckets, we're gonna talk about all that. Everybody gonna get love on here. We're gonna make sure people don't be missed. Right? We're gonna make sure people ain't missed because we tend to be victims of the present and we forget about people in the past. You know what I'm saying? People that had impact.
Yeah, man, that's a lot of players people don't respect or they forget about, and then they start putting people above them because they didn't forgot about them, bro. Like there's so many hoopers. We could do a whole show on that alone.
Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
The original Steph Curry. The original Steph Curry.
Come on, man.
I got a chance to meet him, man.
If he wasn't railroaded out the league, it'll be a problem.
Yeah, I got a chance to meet him, man.
So what about B Diddy? Where y'all put him at?
Oh, Baron Davis,
beast. That's another one.
Yeah.
That's another one. That's what I'm saying.
Nobody talk about him no more.
Nobody talk about Baron. I mean, if you want to be real, I mean, you talking about with the handle or just dope point guards?
Dope point guards.
Gilbert Arenas.
Yep.
Oh,
Gilbert Arenas.
Agent Zero.
Hibachi.
But I think something happened, bro.
The gun stuff. No Chill Gil is still the man. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah.
I don't care what he say on Instagram and Twitter. He's hilarious. He got buckets. Good with me.
For sure.
Where's he at? Is he in the top 20 point guards?
Now,
Oh,
if we start talking top 20 point guards, then we got to put in people like Magic Johnson.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like Oscar Robertson.
okay.
Even though he's good, it gets small when you start talking.
Okay, so obviously he's not in the top 10, right? Is he in the top 10 to 20?
Who we talking about? Gilbert?
Nah.
Top 10 to 20? Nah.
Wow. Okay.
Top 10 to 20? I mean, because then you got to think. Even though I'm not a super fan of him, but you got to think about it. You got Chris Paul. You got Isaiah Thomas. You got
Chris Paul is in the top 10 though, right?
Yeah.
Damn right.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But I'm saying that's why people like Baron Davis fall so low. You know how many dope point guards that came through this league?
Okay.
We ain't even got to like the Nate Archibald. We ain't got there the tiny Archibald.
Let's
stick in
the top 10 to 20. Okay, so is franchise in there 10 to 20?
But see, you got to put people like Steve Nash in there first.
No, because you got
So Steve Nash not top 10.
Jason Kidd.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. These guys aren't top 10.
If you do a top 10, that's Magic now, right?
Isaiah.
Even though them dudes is dope, Steve Nash and Jason Kidd, they fall. They were probably as many dope point guards came in this league. as dope as they were, bro, they might fall 10 through 20.
Okay.
If we really sat here and tried to construct that, bro, they may fall 10 and 20.
Okay. So that's what I'm trying to measure. Okay. I'm just measuring the temperature for his names. I mean,
I mean, we got to
Stockton.
Tony Parker.
Stockton's top 10.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. As dope as Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, and all them dudes were, bro, they may be 19, 20 on the list.
If y'all are telling me right now on Bars and Buckets that John Stockton is top 10, not Nash or Kidd,
the all-time leading assist. That's what point guards do.
I'm just making sure I understand what we're saying on Bars and Buckets. Y'all saying that if we're doing a top 10, John Stockton is in, but Kidd and Nash ain't. That's what y'all saying.
In the
right?
top 10?
Sure.
Bro, like if we sat here, let's see. Let me just Google.
Right now we got.
I'm just making sure I understand what y'all saying,
bro. But you think that's Shea and it's not.
I didn't say that. I'm just asking.
Magic, Isaiah. I'm just rolling out Magic, Isaiah, Chris Paul, John Stockton.
I'm gonna read off.
Yeah, read off the names.
All right. So number one, this is all based off something I found on the internet. Number one, Magic Johnson.
Yep.
2, Oscar Robertson. 3, Jerry West. I don't agree with this 2. I think he's too high. 4th, Steph Curry. 5, Isaiah Thomas. Chris Paul, number 6. Chris Paul is a better point guard than Steph Curry.
Yes, absolutely.
I agree.
John Stockton, number 7. Steve Nash, number 8. Bob Cousy, number 9. I don't have a big sample size. Yeah, but I don't have a big sample, so we wasn't here. Jason Kidd, number 10. They got Gary Payton at 11. Westbrook at 12. That's too high.
Too high.
Damian Lillard. Wow. And I'm a Brody. I rock with Brody.
Westbrook at 13?
Because I didn't hear.
Westbrook is at 12. Damian Lillard is at 13. So look, they got Pete Maravich at 16. Tony Parker at 17. Lenny Wilkins at 18. Kyrie Irving at 19. We haven't even mentioned Jason Kidd or Steve Nash. That's why I'm like, I mean, then you got Dave Bing and all. Like, that's what I'm saying.
So, Brody say do top 5 point guards.
Dennis Johnson.
We ain't even thought about the microwave.
That's what I'm saying.
I told you my top 5. My top 5 point guards.
Sidney Moncrief. Real point guards, bro. Tim Hardaway.
My top 5 point guards has not changed and it will never change. Okay.
So spit them out again. Okay.
I got Magic Johnson. There's no particular order. Magic Johnson, Chris Paul, Steph Curry. Fuck what y'all talking about. Okay. So that's 3.
Okay.
I have to put Jason Kidd in there.
Yeah.
Jason Kidd is 4. And around out the top 5 is Steve Nash. So, I mean, it has to start there for me in order to go further.
On these lists, they didn't even got Rajon
Rondo.
But you got Dame Lillard as a point guard. As a point guard.
So
that's tough.
I'm going to.
I feel with Rondo, but that's tough to put him in that.
I'm gonna combat your 5.
Okay.
And it's one person on that list that I consider a combo guard, and that's why I'm gonna combat, which is Steph, because I don't really consider him a true point guard. I consider him to be a scoring guard. But I'm going to go Magic, Isaiah, Chris Paul, John Stockton, and toss up between these 2, but I'm gonna go Jason Kidd.
So I want to know the definition, the Google definition of a point guard. What is a point guard?
Floor general.
That'll help understand.
Floor general. Coach on the floor. Coach on the floor.
That can bring the ball up the court. Hey, go there.
Coach on the floor.
Okay, all right. So, Steph Curry do that?
No.
Not in front of the 5 I said.
Not in front of Jason Kidd?
I'm not saying in front. I'm just saying, do we do that?
No, he does it, but you said, but I'm talking about my 5 point guards, because I'm looking at point guards. I'm not looking at combo or scoring guards. I'm looking at point guards.
Well, look, Y'all mentioned these guys as far as floor general and assists. Y'all didn't mention the person who has the most assists of all time in one
I ain't
game.
got a
Who was
chance.
that?
I haven't got a
Who
chance to
did?
say mine. John
Okay,
Stockton.
Stockton's
it's
on my
not.
5.
It's not. But go ahead. Who's your top 5?
I don't have not in no particular
Not in particular
order.
order, right? Go ahead.
John Stockton,
Sure.
Magic Johnson, Chris Paul. Magic Johnson. For me, Steve Nash,
Thank you. Give him some respect.
Oscar Robertson.
Okay, Big O.
Mm-hmm.
Big O. So look, what I want to say is we're talking about floor generals as far as a point guard. We're talking about assists, seeing the floor. Who has the most assists in one game? Who?
John
And he's not
Stockton.
in none. That's not true. And he has the he's in nobody's top 10, top 20, top 30, probably top 40.
Are you talking about Rondo? Let me see.
Go ahead and mention the name. Who
Oh, Scott Skiles.
Scott Skiles.
Oh,
Scott Skiles. He had 30
Scott
assists.
Skiles.
Scott Skiles is.
If you're talking about a floor general, see, that's what I'm saying. When we're looking at the definition of what a point guard is,
Scott Skiles
a floor general can be anybody who gets their players in position. Hey, I'm bringing up ball up the court.
What's Scott Skiles' average?
That's what
assist average. Because
we're not going,
we're not going to go off one game having 30 assists.
Listen.
But he has multiple games with over.
Listen.
Multiple games with over 10 assists.
No, he doesn't.
He does.
Listen.
Let me take my shot. Go ahead.
Matter of fact, he may have multiple, but based off his averages, he averages 6.5 for his career.
That's over 50%. That's over 50%.
Okay.
How many point guards over 50% in assists?
Look, the most he's ever thrown in a season on average is 9. Yeah. In 92 for Orlando, he threw 9 assists.
What point guard averages over 9 assists a game now?
You say over 9.
Average.
Yeah, but I'm saying, other than that, it was 3 or 4, 5, 6. Not taking nothing away from Scott Skiles because he also had a burner too.
He definitely did. I'm not saying he's top 10 or 20. I'm not saying he's top 10 or 20.
You just saying he needs to be on the list somewhere? That's what you're saying?
He needs to be recognized.
All right, that's like saying just because Rondo grabbed 20 rebounds and had 20 assists in a game, he's one of the best rebounders we ever seen in our life.
I think Rondo needs more respect. I'll give you that.
I
think Rondo deserves more.
But to say he's one of the best rebounders we ever seen because he had 20 rebounds.
No, you're right. I'm with you. I mean, if that's the case, we can say who's the better all-around player between Rondo and Brody as far as assists, rebounds, and impact in the game.
Fair. All right, if we being real, impact in the game, Rondo has a bigger impact in the game because he getting more people involved.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm a super Brody fan. I
know you are.
I'm a super Brody fan.
I know you are. Good.
What he did with them triple doubles, he was making shit happen.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
But when we're talking about being a pure point guard and being a floor general, Rondo is that.
True.
Rondo, get out there and control the floor. Mm-hmm. Rondo will stop a whole play, pull a ball under his arm.
That's easy with Shaq. What I don't what was he talking about?
Scott Skiles having 30 assists, my bad.
How is that easy with Shaq? Shaq played with a lot of point guards. Who was the point guard? Derek Fisher. I mean, think of the point guards that Shaq played with. It can't be that easy with Shaq.
But if I'm dumping the ball to this, Scott Skiles did this in he had 30.
When was it 94? Was 93?
When Shaq was in his prime was when he was with what team? In his prime years.
Prime years, it was Lakers.
All right. So he threw 30. He threw 30 assists before Shaq got there.
Okay.
In 1990, he threw it December 30th, 1990 against.
You're talking about Skiles, right?
Yeah. Shaq wasn't even on the team.
Thank you.
So this was their inaugural year because they came 89-90, them and the Charlotte Hornets. I don't even know who was on this team. Let's see. Who's on
Right. That might be the bigger question. Who was on this team? Who was on that team with
I don't
30
know.
assists? I'm trying to figure out
I have no idea.
who he was giving the ball to get 30 assists that game.
But I'm saying we're talking about, and once again, ladies and gentlemen, bars and buckets, we doing a random talk, just talking about sports and
That's
just great
we're
things that's
drunk.
going on.
That's because we're drunk.
I'm definitely there. But
Ooh,
I
nigga,
think my man, what you got?
nigga, Reggie Diaz was on this team.
Ooh, Reggie Theus is on the team?
Wow.
All
Yeah,
right, so the team, so they debuted November 4th, 1989.
Okay.
Terry Catledge,
Oh,
Jerry Reynolds, Dave Corzine, who used to play for the Bulls.
Jerry
Oh,
Reynolds.
Dave. Okay.
Reggie Theus, who played for the Bulls, and Sam Vincent were the starters.
Dog, Jerry Reynolds, bro.
You gotta get you see that you gotta get respect for that. You get 30 assists off them folks. Yeah, you gotta get some respect off that.
Hey, but Reggie Theus wasn't passing the
Reggie,
ball.
Right. Reggie Theus said, forget that.
All right.
You gotta get
So
some
then
respect.
you had Sam Vincent, Jerry Reynolds, Nick Anderson, Otis Smith, Sidney Green.
Okay.
Nick had it's another person I had the honor to meet when I was a kid, Nick Anderson. Nick had a burner.
Yeah.
Nick had a burner, bro.
So wait, real quick. If we just to finish this before we go to the next segment, we're talking about floor generals as far as a point guard. Can see the floor, can get people in their spots, can direct the game. So we have to pick one person. Who is a better point guard? If we're looking at that, Magic Johnson or Chris Paul?
Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson all day.
Okay, hold on. What position? No, not what position. How tall was Magic Johnson?
6'9".
How tall is Chris Paul?
6'2", 6'3".
6
So this is what I'm saying. This is my point. Do you think it's easier to be a point guard if you're shorter or taller? Just in general. Is it
Shorter.
easier or
Shorter?
Shorter.
You know how hard it is for a 6'9" person to dribble the ball back then? Now 6'9" people got handled. But back then, for Magic to say I'm the point guard for a college coach, to trust him to be the point guard at 6'9" and not playing with his back against the basket.
Magic was an anomaly at that position, bro.
Nobody
at that time would ever be like, man, let me give this 6'9" dude the ball and make him my point guard.
They didn't even want to trust Oscar Robertson with the ball at 6'5" as the point guard.
Actually, random. I didn't know Magic Johnson has a documentary out. It's called Showtime or something like that, or somebody's life story. I gotta look at it.
Yeah, we gotta watch it though.
We gotta watch it and
talk
about
it for sure.
Yeah. Let's watch it and talk about it.
Obviously it's pretty good because somebody at my gig told me about it. I'm like, I need to check it out. But what I'm saying is, Magic Johnson at his height, the things he was able to do in that era. I'm talking about that era compared to Chris Paul in 1, 2, maybe 3 decades, maybe 2 decades. A fair 2 decades. I think deserves some type of comparison because it's a reason why people are calling Chris Paul the point god instead of calling Magic Johnson the point guard. That's all I'm saying.
Also, I hear you. But we talked about a lot of point guards and we was being disrespectful by not mentioning Pete Maravich.
Pistol Pete.
Yeah.
We disrespectful as hell not mentioning
that's
Pete Maravich.
very true. Very true.
Pistol Pete was known for his what?
Passing.
His passing.
Floor. Right.
Yeah, his ability to see the floor.
Okay.
Yeah. Ball handling ability to see the floor. Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah.
He's in y'all top 10.
Historically,
yeah. Yeah.
Historically. No, not for me.
Now, give me.
I mean, historically, I'm sure
if
the NBA had a point guard special, they're going to mention him within them. They're going to mention Pistol Pete.
Not even a special. Give me the Mount Rushmore of point guard.
Give me
It's
my
only four.
Give you my four.
Yeah.
My four.
So y'all saying that Pete isn't in there. So I want to hear it.
Magic.
Yep.
Magic, Oscar,
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah, and shit. Right now, I would probably lean towards point guard.
Hey, that's kind of tough. Let's see.
Wow.
Out of all the dope point guards, look, John Stockton.
Okay, you see what I'm saying?
I forgot
See
about
what I'm
Stockton.
saying?
If we had to do it, because
I
like I
retract
said,
that statement. I
a
forgot
Mount
about Stockton.
Rushmore is like trying
Stockton
to
would be in
tell
my Mount
the
Rushmore.
story of the NBA with assists.
Yes, Stockton
with
would be
these
in my
four
Mount
people.
I retract
Stockton, Magic Johnson. Ooh. Chris Paul is in there.
It's hard though.
Fourth person.
Wow.
Fourth person. Do we go Jerry West? The logo?
The logo.
Was
It's
Jerry
not
West?
bad.
Okay.
He's the logo.
I wonder
He's the
if Jerry
logo.
West was Jerry West considered more a shooting guard than a point guard?
Let me see.
I was just about to ask that. But okay, that's fair. Or Steve Nash.
Say that one more time.
We would have to say he was probably one of the original.
Pistol Pete or Steve Nash?
I mean, for me, I got a bigger. We got a chance to actually see Steve. Yeah. For me, I respect those that paved the way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I understand that, but I'm saying for me,
I've seen Steve with my eyes.
Since I've been watching basketball, Steve Nash is one of the dopest I've ever seen. Now, when the NBA had the Classic Channel, I watched all that with Pete Maravich, Jerry West, Wilt Chamberlain, watched all of that. You know what I'm saying? But for me, Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, like them dudes, like Jason Kidd, when I first started playing basketball and I first got on my 6th grade basketball team, I wore number 5 for Jason Kidd. That was my whole motivation. Number 5, that was my jersey number 5. For Jason Kidd, then I switched to 25 because of Penny Hardaway in Memphis. But that's something else. And I kept 25 all the way out.
Okay. So we can end this segment and go to the next one off this last question that I got for you guys and everybody that's tuning in. All right.
Let's do it.
Okay, so look, talking about point guards, when we started this talking about, once again, shout out, let's give Jamal Crawford his flowers, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to your retirement, bro. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy it.
Yo.
You know, go do your thing. You know what I'm saying? So we talking about floor generals. All right. Y'all gotta give me out of this group of people, you got to give me the best passer in NBA history, okay?
Out of these,
Magic Johnson, Steve Nash, Pistol Pete, Jason Kidd, Chocolate.
Man, you really gonna do that though. But I ain't gonna lie to you.
Gotta give me one.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not deviating. My one is Magic.
Passing. All right. I'm listen. Passing wise. Yo, this one hard.
I'm gonna say that list one more time. We got Magic, we got J Kidd, we got Steve Nash, we got Pistol Pete, and we got White Chocolate.
All right. So without Pistol Pete, wouldn't be none of these dudes. They wouldn't have thought to start hitting the angles that they hit. Because Pistol Pete was probably one of the first people to figure out I could put a spin on the ball and do this. See, that's why I'm so glad my old man talked to me about so much stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was like, people wasn't putting a spin on the ball and like when you throw it in one direction, put a spin and bounce the other way. Pistol Pete started that, bro. Like, according to from my knowledge, But what my old man was telling me, that was
He said, "Put it with Magic."
born in '53.
That's
My
how
old
I
man.
feel, man.
I mean, what's up, Juan? Appreciate you checking us out.
For sure.
What's up, boy?
Pistol Pete was like, he started all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
He started all of that, spinning the ball, bouncing it here, passing it, and it's bouncing one way and spinning the other way. But when I think about some of the dopest passes I've ever seen, and I know people about to crucify
Go for it.
They might not crucify you because it's probably true.
Go for it.
Some of the dopest passes, like when I watch highlights and I've been like, this
like that elbow pass. Mm-hmm.
Jason Williams got some of the dopest
Thank you.
I've ever seen in my life, bro. I've never seen. I mean, like the way he used to give Vladdy and Chris Webber the ball.
Man. It was different. He was a different type of dude.
And I mean, Magic was running full speed when he did a lot of stuff. Like Magic was with the no looks, and you know what I'm saying. Like Magic, man. Shout out to Magic for everything he brought to the game of basketball. Mm-hmm. But Jason Williams, now I'm not saying he's the greatest, but I'm saying for me.
Right. Passing.
For me. Passing. I'm not saying he's the best passer ever.
Right.
But for me, some of the passes that have blown my mind.
Yeah.
Like when the man did the elbow pass, I never in the All-Star game, I'm like, when they did the replay. That's something I went to gym class and attempted until I got right.
Practiced it.
I was sitting there and I messed up every time. I couldn't figure it out.
How you do this?
But I did it, and everybody was cussing me out, and we definitely lost the game because I was going to figure that out. Jason Williams is one of the dopest passes I've ever seen.
I agree.
Magic is one of the dopest passes I've ever seen.
Everybody on that list has some kind of highlight pass, like some highlights.
Everybody, bro, all of them. Chris Paul got endless highlights with passing.
Yeah,
but somebody you didn't put on that list that got some dope passes too. His name is Derek Pooh Rose. Got some dope passes too. I mean, we got Tim Hardaway. We ain't even got to Rod Strickland.
We ain't got to Rod Strickland yet. Oh my
God. Strickland.
Oh my God.
That's one of my favorite.
See, now we know. No, see, we showing our age with the Rod Strickland though. We showing our age with that one. Okay, but we can't go there. You know, so we 35 plus, so we can't go there with that one. Okay?
I mean, like Rod Strickland. I mean,
man.
That's what I'm saying. When you start talking about point guards, and then you talking about building a list.
Yeah. Shit, we didn't talk about Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson.
We mentioned Tim Hardaway, didn't mention Mark Jackson. It's so many point guards, bro. Man. Like you got so many point guards that came through this league.
Crazy.
That can move the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That can move the ball, bro. That was ridiculous. And I think we take the point guard spot for granted because so many people come and play that position.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, just think about something. Floor generals. Goran Dragic is a fucking floor general, bro.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Goran Dragic is a floor general, bro. He come out there and make the right pass, the right play every time.
You know who's another floor general who I didn't expect to be a floor general? The Joker. The Joker is out there doing some shit like.
Yeah, he's one of big man wise.
Yeah, he's an anomaly.
Big man wise.
Yeah. I don't see that often. You know,
he's an anomaly in that.
He's moving the ball. He's definitely taking what Hakeem was doing to a whole nother level.
Definitely.
He's definitely taking the best center I've ever seen in my life. He's taking what he's done to a whole nother level, moving the ball.
Okay. That's fair. I mean, but look, this is what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna end the show in a minute, but we can't end the show without something.
We still got time.
Fellas, let's take one more. Let's take another free throw real quick.
Man, let's do this, man.
I got to pull up.
Pull up.
See that? Hey, I told you, Jamie will do that to you, man.
Hey, pull up, man.
Jamie, before you know, Jamie will be like, "Damn," you know. I'm telling you.
Hey, bro, we got time, man.
We got time.
Still got
time.
We
ain't even got hip hop.
I want to touch on something after we take our shot. Okay?
Oh, most definitely. We ain't got the hip hop though.
Yeah.
Y'all
ready?
I poured a shot.
We definitely
let's get it. Free throws in the air. Okay, so look, everybody that's tuning in to Bars and Buckets, man, we still talking about this good talk. I hope y'all still tuned in. I hope y'all sharing, liking, subscribing to all things we're talking about, right? Before we go into hip hop, I want to talk about. There's a lot of podcasts out here, man. And then one of the podcasts I follow, and I'm pretty sure the guys follow as well, is called I Am Athlete. And recently there was a NBA baller that came on there named Michael Beasley.
Yeah.
You know, it was kind of like a journeyman, you know what I'm saying? Played on a couple different teams. He was actually a high draft pick.
High draft pick.
Same year.
Kansas
Same
State.
year as D Rose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We thought the Bulls thought they was going to end up getting him, but the ball rolled our way. We took Poole.
Yeah. So, and if you guys haven't checked out the episode, I highly encourage you, you know, to check it out. I mean, I'm sure the guys have, but you know, if you're out there listening, check it out. There were some issues that was talked about on that show that I feel like needs to be brought to more attention, especially as a black man, as a person that's, you know, going through things like that. And we're going to touch on it a little bit more. But first of all, I want to ask my guys here, man, what did y'all think about that segment, man? I'm sure y'all tuned into it. So what y'all think about it?
Man, bro. So, you know, I do got a brief snippet of a piece of that segment that I think we really need to dwell in on as we kind of comment, man. So I'm gonna pull this up real quick because I want, you know, the audience to kind of see it too. So just bear with me.
Do your thing.
Here we go, right here.
The only people in your life who haven't stolen from you are your kids. Now that you are an adult, now that at least right now you're out of basketball, are you searching out other people to build adult relationships with, or are you or is everything that's happened in your life been so difficult?
You want me real with you?
Yeah.
I don't leave the house. I play basketball and I go home. I don't care what y'all do no more. Like, all I care about is playing basketball all day. I go home and I try to talk to my kids as much as I can. I don't see them as much as I can because I'm not traveling as much no more. I don't know what to expect when I leave this house no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I've reached out and I've reached out and I've reached out and I've reached out and I've reached out so more that I gotta die with some kind of dignity.
That's not sustainable. Like, you too young, bro. That's not sustainable, bro. You can still play ball. So that's not sustainable.
So I can come up here and I can tell you somebody else's life, and I'm willing to do it. I'm gonna turn my head backward. I'm gonna put a smile on for you, and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna.
You don't gotta put nothing on for me.
Like, or I can just sit back and I'm gonna tell you what it is. Like, I'm not. I know that's not sustainable, but at the same time, like, what?
Bees, none of us can do it. None of us can do it alone, bro.
Reach out.
Go out.
You have to change,
go out where?
the narrative.
Go out where?
Go out, talk to people, interact with people. Like, bro, real talk. I'll call us out. Us three. Bro, you be in Miami?
Y'all party. I don't party, bro.
No. We don't party, bro. I'm talking about you have kids, I have kids. Come to my house. We can get bounce houses for the kids. We can sit back on the porch, drink a couple beers, drink some wine, hang out. Like, bro, that's not a normal, successful man's life to sit up in the house like that. Like, you got to find good people, and us three can be good people. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's not, that's not sustainable,
like, no
bro.
disrespect to what y'all got going on. I've been trying to find good people for so long. I'm tired, bro.
I would say this. It's a 100%, bro. It's so okay to be tired. Like,
I got, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't got nothing left. You ain't got nothing left to give.
I'll tell you this, bro. I'll be it. Like, whatever you need, dog. Like, if you just want to talk, like, I for sure can't hoop with you. I'll go out there and pass that hole. Like, what we're saying is, bro, like, we want to be those people Bringing you here wasn't about this. I wanted to talk basketball and hoops, but dog, folks love you, dog. Nobody want to see you go through this.
I got me a Beasley jersey out the motherfucking house because I was down here when he got drafted.
I think the thing is, man, like so many times as black men, we are asked because of talent to carry everybody. We are not made to carry everybody. Black women are asked to carry everybody. They are not made to carry everybody. Dog, it takes a fucking village, bro. And at some point, you got to have somebody who don't need shit from you, who don't want shit from you, who want to see you win, man. Like we don't do this for us. Yeah, like you want to build these things, but it's about these conversations. It's about bringing people on here and letting them tell their story. When Freddie said, man, you could tell your narrative, tell that shit and I'll preach it too. What we saying is, man, don't give up, and we won't give up.
I can't say I know exactly what you're going through, but I've seen a lot of, I've heard a lot of stories, and I've seen a lot of guys that have come from our demographic and our background. They really, you know, they fight and they bust.
But everybody just sit there and laugh, like Antoine Walker will go through whatever he go through. Motherfuckers just sit there and make jokes. Allen Iverson was a fucking joke for a while until everybody found out that wasn't true. He turned. It's like, bro, no, bro. Being black is so fake right now. It's like motherfuckers only care when it's time for somebody to die and the cameras to show. It's like, bro, motherfuckers is out here showing every day that they need help. It's in the music, and we only listen to it till these die. It's like, bro, everybody out here needs help, and everybody walking around this motherfucker like they got it all together.
Okay, so everybody that's coming in the bars and buckets, I want to, before I let the guys go, I want to say that you know, I talk a lot about, you know, mental health and things like that, but regardless of what a person may think, Michael Beasley has a point, man. He has a point.
Several.
He has a valid point, man.
Several points.
Because we as black people, as black men in particular, you know, women have a different outlet than we. Women can confide in each other. They can cry each other. They can call each other at 12 o'clock and cry. And, girl, I'm about to come over. I'm about to console you. Men, we have such a masculinity, such a pride. We can't confide in each other like that. I mean, it's looked at a different level. So I agree with what he says about how hard it is when you're going through stuff and you want to vent and you want to cry, you want to punch a wall and things like that. But you're supposed to hold your standard as a man. But I'm going to let the guys go in a second, but I just want to say, as me, as Big Reds, I have been there. I have been to a point where, I felt broken. You know, my marriage didn't work. I didn't see my kids. I didn't have no money. I didn't have no job. I didn't have no car. You know, I couldn't come to AD and Corn and my other guy, Marco, and just pour out, because in my pride made me feel like I couldn't do that. You see what I'm saying? I think a big thing that I had to learn was that these brothers loved me. They had my back, regardless, no matter what it was. I had to learn that Corn, Marco, AD, these guys loved me. You see what I'm saying?
Don't put a D on it.
It was a bigger picture.
Don't put a D on it.
You know what I'm saying? All right. it was a bigger picture. So I feel like Michael Beasley has a good point that we do need to bring more awareness to the guys that have these issues, that feel like they just got to work and go home. They just got to do this and go home, because they don't see no other way. But on the flip side of it, there is a brotherhood that actually care. Like Joe, when I was going through my worst, Cornell was a person that was reaching out to me. They was reaching out to me, bro. You good? Whatever it is, let's talk. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what goes lost in a lot of brotherhoods, because
Definitely.
Guys can call each other and we can go kick it at a club and party
Yeah.
and get up with hoes all the time.
Yeah.
But when I'm going through because I miss my mom, when I'm going
Yeah.
through because my marriage didn't work, when I'm going through because I ain't got no money, it's not the same energy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I say I agree with him, but you know what I'm saying. You guys, y'all chime in and tell me what you think because that was deep.
Man, so I'm
Man,
a jump in front of Corn because I know the great philosopher Corn is gonna have something real strong. I'm gonna jump in front because I don't want to feel like I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about.
Nah, bro. Nah, you got it.
Here's what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say this before I even get into my spiel. For the people that's joining in, the brothers on this call, man, I can't tell you how much we've been through together. Like I know y'all think like, oh, this is just a podcast. They might or may not know each other. No, like we know each other. Like we've been there in each other's worst times. All of us have dealt with, divorce. We've dealt with different situations. But the unique thing about us is we've kind of found we found trust and confidence in each other to be able to express how we really feel. And I think it's important that you find that group of people that you can really confide in because as Black men, we're trained to not be emotional, right? Society trains us that you don't have an opportunity to let to be emotional. You don't have an opportunity to have feelings. Right? You're not supposed to have feelings. The reality is you're a man, you're a Black man, you handle your business, and that's it. That's what your responsibility is. And we have known recently over time that that's just not the way it is, man. And it's such an unfair reality for people to really put so much on the shoulders of Black men and Black women, but specifically Black men from this segment, to say that we don't have the right to feel how we feel. Right. We don't have the right to express, listen, man, I need help. Like, I just need you to listen. I don't really need your opinion, but I just wanted you to listen to what I'm saying right now because I need to get this off my chest before it gets too far. The one thing as I'm watching his clip, man, that brother said he this close. And then he said, I got to have some dignity before I die. That's crazy, man. Like, you have to. So this is why we kind of double back to even our Kanye conversation. You gotta have a crew around you. And I look at these brothers on the screen as my blood. Like we ain't blood related, but blood couldn't make us any closer. Like if I need anything, I know I could pick up the phone and dial them or text them and they gonna answer the call. Everybody needs, especially as Black men, you need that person or that group of individuals who are not gonna judge you. Right? They're not gonna judge you because everybody at some point in their life is going to go through something in which they feel is bigger than they can handle. And what you need most is just somebody to listen to you, not somebody to judge you, not somebody to tell you what's right or wrong, just somebody to listen, man. So I felt like, and the brothers together as we planned for this show, we felt like it was important to really dive in deep into this because mental health for Black men is brushed under the rug and it's been that way for years.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to bring this to the forefront to say it is time for brothers to be united. It is time for brothers to find people that stand on the same principles as you do and the same beliefs and values and just be there, man. It's okay to be human. Black men, you are human. It is okay to have feelings. It is okay to feel a certain way. And I think it's important that we have this segment today, man. And so I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to the philosopher before I start really preaching. Because I'm going to get into that third sermon, when they say like, oh, I'm almost finished. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Corn, man. But yeah, let's do this.
All right. So one thing, or there's a few things I want to say. I'm gonna try to keep it short. All right. So one thing with Michael Beasley, man, I want to say when he was talking, you seen real pain. Like he really don't have nobody, bro. And it hurt me to see he really don't have nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so the clip that I seen was when he started mentioning like Antoine Walker. So like that last 25 to 30 seconds of the clip. That's the clip I seen. So this was all new for me. I do want to say is it's definitely important for everybody to have their people that they can go to and talk to. I done been through stuff that I brought to y'all, and I have been through stuff that I didn't bring to y'all. And the stuff that I learned that I could bring to y'all came later on in our life. Like we've been knowing each other for we going on
We going on
17.
yeah.
17,
Yeah.
we're gonna just say 17
17.
years.
Yeah.
But we didn't all watch different life transitions. We done watched everybody had kids. We done watched a lot of shit, bro. Like, so I had to learn, like, nah, they really rock with me. These my brother. I could really. So there's stuff that I know I could say to y'all in our group chat other than sports that I know people will really hear me. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all for that. And there's 2 to 3 more people as well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we can say Marco as well.
Yep.
I mean, I got my homeboy Jason, my homeboy Wes, my homeboy Carl, my ship Wes, the people I talk to and tell my cousin Blake, my cousin Brandon, like people I could really, like if I called and was like, I just need to go off for 10 minutes, and a person don't be like, yo, bro, I ain't got time for this shit. I know them people will definitely be like, and listen the whole time. Black men, this is my message to black men, man, for real. It's okay to not be okay. Like a lot of people, and I've had conversations and kickbacks with women, they talk about how men don't have feelings. Bro, we care. We care about a lot of shit. I know all 3 of us, when we got divorced, that shit mattered, bro. That wasn't just no, I'm just hopping on to the next chick. This shit don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit mattered, bro. Like, motherfuckers was hurt. Like, damn, I'm getting divorced. Like, this shit hurt. This shit sucked. Everything about it sucked. None of us within a year of being divorced was with another chick, bro. None of us. Everybody like, nah, I need to sit back for a minute. I need to sit back for a minute. And there's a misconception that men don't have feelings and we don't care about nothing. But what I want to say is we come off like we don't care because the world expects us to be this robot. They expect us to be a robot. In our community, if you show feelings, it's a weakness, and we on your ass when you show a weakness. So we have to have this different exterior, bro. We have to show a different exterior. And I'm glad that being realistic, in the last 5 years, the black community has really been up on mental health. Really, like, you can't just be the uncle in the back room that we feed at Thanksgiving and tell them to stay on the sun porch. Niggas is actually going out to get help now. And I love it, bro. Like, we got a lot of generational trauma that we inherit. And you know what I'm saying? When you break down the genes and we got trauma from slavery that we ain't never even been through. If you start breaking down the genetics of it, when the scientists start breaking it down, bro, we got so much that we tired of that it take a lot to get out the bed in the morning. I don't think a lot of people even realize that. Like, black men got so much on their shoulders. Not taking nothing away from black women because they got so much to go through. But the average black man probably sit at the edge of the bed for like 5 minutes before they even move. Just like, man, what is today gonna bring? I hope I got enough. I hope my kid's okay. I hope I got this. I hope I got that. How do I figure this out? I need an extra couple dollars to do this. I need that. I need this. I need that. I don't care what platform or any area of life that this black man is in. If he in that club life, living wild, the family man, the guy that's kind of in the middle, every black man has something that they worry about every day. When they lay their head on the pillow, bro, they be like, yo, man, I need this, I need that, talking to God. Bro, that's why the barbershop is so important, bro. Barbershop is so important, bro. People don't even realize the dynamic of the barbershop and anything else. But I'm gonna stop there because that'd be a whole nother hour. I'm
Yes,
done.
sir. For sure.
So look, let me say this before we end this type of topic, man, because I think it's real important that that, and once again, AD, man, man, Joe, I just want to give yours, Joe. You be on it, Joe, with helping us maintain the show and then get everything good with these clips and things like that, man, bro. Like for real, salute to you, man.
That's all. That's all AD, man.
Yeah, he be on
Oh
it, Joe.
man, it's all us,
I
man.
want to give you yours. I want to say that clip, bro, about what he said. It was a lot of things that we could take from that, but one thing that I want to point out was he was saying people don't care until it's too late. Until motherfuckers smoke theyself. They take themselves out the game. They kill themselves. Or they drink so much that they gone. Or like,
and that's what we be doing,
as a man, we harbor so much internal shit
hold it in, bro. We hold
it in so deeply to the point where we like, yo, it's over with. That's why you think look at the rate of suicides from black men over the last 3 years. It increases crazily. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like because black men need a type of outlet and amongst their brothers, amongst their friends, they feel like they can just talk, right? And I just want to say that to anybody that's going through anything, right? Like, I don't care if I don't know you at all. I guarantee you that these three brothers on this podcast on Bars and Buckets on the 23rd of March, if you reach out to us, bro, I guarantee you would not get a person that's going to turn you down. All right?
That's nice.
If you reach out to us, man, AD, man, Corn, man, Big Reds, look, I love y'all show, but man, there's some shit going on, man, with my wife, shit going on with my finances. I just need to rap. Yo, what's good? Let's rap about it. You know what I'm saying? I think oftentimes we don't feel comfortable relying and confiding into each other about simple shit, man. Look, gas is $5 You know, a person like for real, if I put $20 in my tank, Joe, I'm fucked up for the week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's simple stuff that we go through that we're relied. We the man in the household. We are required to provide for our wife, provide for our kids, take care of the bills, make sure ain't nobody gonna break in our crib, make sure ain't, you know what I'm saying? We have such a burden, not a burden, but our shoulders are so heavy that if one thing go wrong, who we gonna turn to and talk to about this shit? You know what I'm saying? So I think it's important that, guys, anybody that's out there listening, man, look, life is not promised tomorrow. I just lost one of my homies that I play basketball with. 37 years old, he died in his sleep, Joe. I was just hooping with this man 2 weeks ago. Died in his sleep. It's not, life ain't promised tomorrow, man. So I feel like every time that you wake up with breath in your lungs, you be able to move around. Thank God, but also reach out to your brother. I talk to these guys almost every day.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so reach out to your brother, even if it's about random stuff. Whatever. Just reach out to him, man. Yo, I'm good. This was going on. I was just hanging with Corn over the weekend. We was getting drunk. Okay, whatever.
Of course, yeah.
When I was just kicking it with Corn, we was getting drunk. We was talking about personal stuff. We was just vibing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we are real. This is what we do, man. We real connected. So what I'm saying is, reach out to your people, man. Reach out to your people, man. Regardless of what's going on, reach out to your people, man. It's bigger than what it seems, yo. Michael Beasley, look. I understand where you're coming from, bro. You're not wrong. Whatever what you said on this show wasn't wrong, bro.
Man. Definitely wrong.
That's what it is.
Man, toss that back to Corn real quick, bro. What you got for us, man?
So the last thing I want to say, because there's it was definitely like watching him, like it was emotional for me, bro. Last thing I want to say, man, is like far as like black men's mental health and just like the misconception that we just don't feel nothing, man, like and how we get laughed at. Like, for example, when Tyrese had to break down about not seeing his daughter for 2 years. What more do you want from me? That's your meme. It's a gift. It's all type of stuff. Will Smith sat and watched his wife talk about messing with another dude. And his tear, like he's a man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that we go through that's ridiculed. Now, if the shoe was on the other foot, that Jada was talking about Will doing XYZ and Will sitting there talking about it.
Yep.
Prime example, because I know I kind of even made fun about it last year. And I even move the faces around. So when Derek Jackson did what he did to his wife, right? It was
ridicule
his
galore.
ass. It was his ass, right?
Yeah.
But the same people that was condemning him for what he did was laughing at Will Smith, bro. And that shit ain't cool. That shit ain't cool. That shit ain't cool. And that man felt pain. I'm sure he felt the same pain Derek Jackson's wife felt.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Sitting there, having to sit there in front of millions of people talk about this. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that hurt. But I just want to let everybody know, man. As black men, we care about stuff. We care deep down, even though we tell you we don't care, we care. We have to uphold a certain image. But we care. We care about a lot. But I'm gonna stop there.
Good shit.
Yep.
AD, what you got?
Man, we could literally be on this all night, man. Like I told my brothers in the chat to the audience, man. I felt like this was necessary for us to address, as a crew, for us to kind of share light on some of our individual struggles, our partnership and our friendship and our brotherhood that we have together. You got, just for the sake of, so people understand, Big Reg and Mark are iotas and me and Corn are alphas, but we were brothers before we pledged, right? So you have to understand that when you talk about a real brotherhood, is deeper than anything else. And I told the brother, I said, man, we just need a segment tonight because I want to make sure that we give this platform to others, man. And I know people watching, and to piggyback on what Big Red said, man, is, hey, man, we here for y'all, man. Like I told you, we created this podcast with the idea that we wanted to really be impactful to our community and be impactful to others, and let people chime in with us, and see people that they look at as man, I see them in me, right? People that can relate to. And that's why we really just have this unfiltered show. And sometimes we go off topic, sometimes we have random stuff, but we have it unfiltered because there are a lot of things within a daily life of ours that come up, and we just feel like we got to address it. So certainly, man, I just want to piggyback and say, man, if nobody is there for you, the Bars and Buckets crew is, and you know how to reach us, and ain't nobody gonna turn you around, man. We're gonna turn you down. We're here to support you. We're here to uplift you because that's what our mission is. That's what we created to do. So that's my take on it, man.
All right, man. So look, before we sign off, man, one more time, man, get everybody that's tuning in where they can find you, where they can reach you on social media and all that good stuff. Corn, wait, where can they find you at, bro?
Cornell Shelby II on Facebook. Gold_mind_CEO 84 on IG.
There it is.
Man, you hit my inbox. You know what I'm saying? People want to talk, we can talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. Every day I wake up, I'm here to service people, man. People don't know my profession. I'm in education, so I'm working with y'all kids.
Facts.
Nice.
Trying to help mold the next generation. People that's right behind us. So this is what I do every day. So
definitely,
I talk to kids. I talk to people all day, every day. This is what I do for a living. So
I love it. There it is. All right, man. Much respect, man. We appreciate what you do. AD, what can they find you at, bro?
Man, find me on Facebook, Adrian Dury. Find me on Instagram, Urban Gentleman 85. Again, similar to what Corn said, man. As a principal, man, I deal with many facets every day. whether it's kids, whether it's, community members, whether it's staff members. It don't matter, man. Like, the one thing I would say is God positioned me to really make an impact, man. God positioned me to really have the power and the withstanding to really just be there for people and give them some light and give them some guidance and make sure that they know. So, man, especially for this show, man, and I know Big Red's gonna say it too, man. Specifically for this show, I need y'all to make sure y'all share this out, man. Share this out, click and subscribe. Make sure this gets some real airplay, because that mental health importance this little snippet that we had on this show, I really think it needs to be shared tremendously, man. So again, find me on Facebook, Adrian Dury. Find me on Instagram, Urban Gentleman 85, and I'm here for y'all, man. Whatever y'all need.
Love it. So look, my name is, of course, Big Reg, but you can find me on Facebook as Reggie Moving Forward. Reggie Moving Forward is my the name I go by mostly. So it's Reggie Moving Forward on Facebook. On Instagram is _Nas_Society, the Nas Society on Instagram. I do a podcast with Nas Society. I do a podcast with Thinking Outside the Box. Actually, man, we had a great show last night, man. Which I want you guys to tune into as well. I met a really nice brother, man, with Lil Easy E and Ace Ron. I feel like this show with Bars and Buckets.
Yeah, make sure you pull up that book, bro.
Oh yeah. So I feel like this show with Bars and Buckets, I do 3 shows. Out of the 3 shows I do, I feel like this show makes me feel more me because I'm with my brothers. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to be Reggie with my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm somebody else with the other shows. It's just these guys know me for 10 plus years. You know what I'm saying? So with this show, I want to just invite people to understand that it's bigger than the airways. It's bigger than, being on a mic or being behind cameras or being, stuff like that. This is real life. I wrote a book called The Pursuit of Moving Forward that I've been through a lot of crazy stuff, just like a lot of people. So because I went through those things, I could be able to talk about these things. I could be able to joke with my guys about sports. I could be able to. One thing about me is I'm real versatile. I could talk about politics and I could talk about cartoons. You see what I'm saying? Like there's nothing that I have a wide range, and that's because of the stuff that I've been through. So mental health. If you look at a couple clips that I did on TOTB, I always preach about mental health because mental health. I'm telling you, I was at the worst in my life. And I didn't know no way up, but I kept moving forward. I relied on my brothers. I relied on knowing I have kids. So with Bars and Buckets, of course we're going to come over here and talk sports because that's what we do. Of course we're going to come over here and talk about hip-hop because that's what we do. But we also going to talk about mental health. We also going to talk about uplifting each other as brothers, as black men, as kings, as leaders, as teachers. These guys are in education. That is the hardest. I cannot do that. These guys are in education, Joe. They are leaders. They are principals. They are deans. These 2 brothers are the standard of what it takes to be a leader in education. So you have everything that you need right here on this show. You have every direction that you need. I pray that you guys utilize it. Be sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel on YouTube, Bars and Buckets, Instagram, Bars and Buckets, Facebook, Bars and Buckets. We gave you guys our individual, personal, where you can find us as well. I'm telling you, this weather is breaking in Chicago, man. So once this weather is breaking, we're going to be around each other. We're going to be out in the field. We're going to be doing interviews. Like, look, it's just the beginning. So I want to thank everybody that's been tuning in, man. Look, we're just getting started, man. Corner AD, man. I love y'all, man. You know it's only up from here, baby. It's only up from here.
Yes, sir.
So let's continue to get it going, even though Mitch is still gonna lead the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Not if they get Baker Mayfield.
You know what I'm saying? to the playoffs and all that good stuff.
Why you don't ever lose connection when you mention dude?
That's funny. You know what's weird though? Before we
appreciate you, Cuzzo.
Man, much love. You know, before we sign off, it's weird that we live on air, and these guys never agreed to the free throws that I took with this Mitch Trubisky playoff thing. We bet
Did we bet that?
free throws.
Did we bet that for real?
3
Mitch
free
Trubisky
throws.
doing what?
To make the playoffs, right?
He's gonna make the playoffs. 3 free throws.
Oh, I think I did say I agree with that. I thought I said that.
Okay.
Making the playoffs.
Okay, cool.
He gonna make the playoffs. I mean, he gonna make the playoffs. He'll be
But
playing
he
wild
gonna
card
be
weekend.
he gonna
though.
be fighting for it though.
He gonna be
fighting
wild,
for that playoffs.
He gonna play wild card weekend though.
Yeah, he gonna be fighting.
We'll
for the
be
playoffs.
watching him on Saturday. I promise you that.
Anyway.
No, they talking about Baker. They talking about Baker Mayfield may be going to the Steelers.
Yeah, Cuz will say, man, we don't want Baker in Pittsburgh, man. Cuz in Pittsburgh right now, so he's like, yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that.
Y'all better off with Mitch. Trust me, you better off with Mitch. Okay.
So man,
Right, so
before we log off, bro, I don't know where you are with you. I know Brody said he was cutting off his Jamal, man, but I want to.
We can do it. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to give a shout out. Give a shot, take a free throw, just for everybody that's tuned in, for everybody that stayed through. Again, man, this was a hell of a show tonight, man. Y'all, I promise you better get to sharing. You better get on board. You better make sure you with the crew, man, because we ain't doing nothing but bigger and better things. So get in where you can right now. Get your free throw ready. You ready, bro?
free throws in the air.
Let me pull up.
Oh, I'm about to be hammered.
At least I ain't
hammered.
Look, at least we ain't got to go nowhere.
I gotta go somewhere.
Well, tomorrow, but you ain't got to go nowhere right now.
Yeah, it's 9:15.
Oh yeah,
I'll sleep this off by.
yeah. You already know.
5:30.
You know what time it is. You
Let's
ready?
do it.
Let's go.
Free throws in the
To
air.
the crew.
Let's
To
do
the
it.
crew. Sign us out, Brody. Yeah, come on with the
I gotta
tequila.
I gotta do the Martin.
I think I poured like a triple shot, G.
Oh man.
Oh, wait. That last one hit different.
Yeah,
Okay, so
son.
look, man. We, on behalf of Bars and Buckets, man, we love y'all. Thank you to everybody that's been tuning in. Thank you, everybody that's been rocking with us, man. Each and every week, we're going to continue to get stronger. Like I said, be sure you like, share, comment on every episode, man. Stay tuned to what we got next week because we got another fire episode for you guys next week, man. And look, above everything, we want y'all to be safe, man. It's crazy in this world, man. It's crazy out here in these streets, Joe. Be safe. Please be safe. Protect yourself. Protect your family. All right? Be cool out here.
Going on out here.
There's so much shit going on out here, man. So look, we're going to see y'all next week on Bars and Bucks. We got another fire topic for you guys. Until then, we're going to see y'all next week, man. Shout out to Mitch for MVP, baby.
Get in line for Willie's gas.
Get in line for Willie's gas tomorrow.
Oh, exactly. Right. We're going to see y'all next week, man. See y'all soon.
For sure, man. Love y'all, man.
Love.